Hey, this is a cool 80s throwback, a Nishika N8000 3D camera. Now, this particular camera came out as promoting as in 3D. Vincent Price even did a commercial for it. Now, the cool thing about this camera is it's really not that technical. It's really not that, it's all made of plastic. As you can see, there's only 3 apertures that you can see here. The only real technical thing is this little button that will turn on that red light and make sure that your battery is tested. Now, this will make, I've seen a lot of people, a lot of camera enthusiasts using Photoshop. And Photoshop is getting, it used to be hard to use. Now it's much easier. It's much more fun. You can make a lot of GIFs with it because, as you can see, there's 4 different lenses here. So you're going to take 4 separate pictures, and since it'll be just a little bit off, so the pictures will come out just a little bit off center there. So your pictures will almost look like that. So you can make those cool GIFs and that you've seen, and you can post them. You can see them on Jiffy. There's all kinds of things that you can do with this camera. Now, there's not too much to it. As you can see, it tells you the distance, the background, what you want to do. It's all, I can't really get it there if you can read that there. It just tells you the background, the foreground, 6 foot, middle ground, 15 to 22 feet. Ideal 3D distances. It's just kind of a little reminder. I don't think this one's been used too much. It still has the sticker on it. But with those particular, you're going to go through some film because you're going to take 4 separate pictures. A lot of camera enthusiasts like this. They like to have fun with it. They like to play around with it because you can do separate things. You can take those photos and you can layer them. It's called a lenticular camera is really what it is. And so you can layer them so get the different, you have to line them up with the point of view to get that distancing and shading right, to get that 3D type image. Now with this particular camera, it's just like every other 35mm camera. As you can see, there's the 4 separate lenses there. It takes just regular 35mm film. Nothing too exciting there. But you will go through some film taking all those shots. Now there'll be smaller shots, and once you can get that process done, you can have a lot of fun with this camera. And it does have some not only hobbyists, but as well as camera people. There's not too much shooting. It's basically a point and shoot camera. As you can see, just from the apertures and everything else that we talked about. It's just a throwback camera. It's a fun camera. You put this camera on the shelf and people will ask you, what is that? Because with all the 4 different lenses, it's not really 3D. It's more lenticular, which is fine, but it's just a cool throwback to the 80s camera. Now, this Nishika company, interestingly enough, another company went out of business who produced these in more of a high quality thing, and then they came out with these, which are, they're all made of plastic. There's a little bit of metal there, but not too much. And this company actually went out of business in the 90s because the Federal Trade Commission got them for scamming people and calling and trying to get rid of their cameras. So this company is no longer around. It has an interesting story to tell. The Nishika company, it was based out of Nevada. And that's it. Cool little 80s find. Just came in, don't know what it is. They do sell on eBay. They do tend to get up there in price, especially the working ones, just because of the novelty and what kind of camera it is. So thanks for looking, and if you wouldn't mind subscribing to this video, it would be appreciated.